For cheap and reliable MT, head over to aoa.com and use coupon code JACOB for 3% off. Year in and year out, Charles Barkley is not a part of NBA 2K in any capacity. We genuinely had no idea why until one day a smaller YouTuber called Nick Talk Sports had an opportunity to ask him a few questions.
And today I got to ask Charles Barkley some questions.
Good thing for us, old Nick made sure to ask the hard-hitting question that we had all been curious about. Why can't we get Chuck in NBA 2K, and why doesn't Chuck have a card in my team? Here's how he answered.
Why aren't you in 2K?
That's a great question. I'm asked that question a lot. They pay those guys to do it. And they make $300 million a year. And they pay the guys chump change. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Give the old retired players $1 million and I'll be in the video game.
So in short, Charles is upset with the amount of money that 2K gives to the old retired players, not him specifically, but the older ones, in order to be in the game. But what if I told you, one time there was an exception to that rule? In 2K17, 2K announced that the 1992 USA Dream Team would be featured in 2K, along with the current Olympic USA national team. The biggest question about this was how would they fully put the Dream Team into the game knowing that Charles Barkley would not be a part of any NBA 2K game. But to everybody's surprise, during the trailer, they were able to spot Charles Barkley passing by Draymond Green right at this very moment. At that point, everybody knew that Charles, for the first time in a very long time, was going to be a part of a basketball video game. Once the game released, people quickly found out that he did have a card available in NBA 2K My Team. This is the only Charles Barkley card to ever be featured in My Team. For the time, the stats and badges that this card had were absolutely insane. If you've only played My Team for the past couple of years, this might look like a par for the course type of card, but these stats for 2K17 were absolutely unreal. With a 95 shot open three, 87 ball control, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and nearly every single stat besides speed with ball and a few playmaking were over 90. For 2K17, this was by far the best card statistically in the game. We're not able to see the badges any longer on this website, but for the time, he did have the most gold or Hall of Fame badges. Whatever the top tier card was in the game, he had more badges for whatever they had available. We're not able to see them on this page anymore, but just off memory alone, I know that this card was absolutely soup. So the question is how did you get him? Thankfully, we have Shake and Bake back in 2017 explaining that for us.
Actually, how you get Charles Barkley, you need to collect the full Dream Team. You guys can see over here they have the 1992 US Men's National Team, and that is, boom, the Charles Barkley and how you get him. You have to collect all of them. You guys can see right now Patrick Ewing is at the top. They'll probably adjust the ratings, I'm sure, because Patrick Ewing, there's no way that 95 Patrick.
Obviously, he came at a pretty hefty price. I was never able to use the card because I was most certainly no money spent back in those days, but there are quite a few gameplays floating around of him on YouTube. My favorite one was from Spaceward Bird, an OG in the community who actually was able to pull the card on Blacktop, which was similar to Triple Threat Online except with a few random cards attached to your one card that you actually owned. We can get a few clips to get a gist of how he played from Spaceward Bird here.
Back at it again with Barkley and Gold Isaiah Thomas with the assignment of guarding the game's best card. Odd Sagoff 2. That's the mid-range game. That's a green light. Yeah, nice shot release. Card has a 98 open shot mid. Pink Diamond Barkley. Opponent decides to let the CPU defend Barkley. That is a mistake. Break him down with a behind-the-back cross, little hezzy, and a two-handed back scratcher. Posters Clyde. Barkley also with a 98 driving dunk, 95 contact dunk. Working on Thomas. Hall of Fame bruiser lighting up when he makes contact. Another behind-the-back cross, and this time easily gets around Isaiah Thomas and throws it down again. In the left corner, this time no lob, but gets around Isaiah Thomas. Digging the dunk animation so far. Nice reverse off of 2 feet. And then attack the rack. Hall of Fame Relentless lighting up here. Barkley with a contested 3. As mentioned before, 95 contested shot 3. Let's get this game wrapped up. Final bucket of the game is a bizarre one. The flop on D. I don't know what this is. It's a self hoop that's got to be a travel, but that is your game winner. Pink Diamond Charles Barkley, the best card in the game.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Charles Barkley has had a grand total of 1 card in my team over all of the years they have had this game mode out. It's pretty impossible to say if he'll ever make a return, considering we did get Team USA packs this year in 2K21 and he was absent from those. I would bet that it's safe to say that we will not see Charles Barkley in my team anytime soon again. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.